my maintenance at the time before I bulked was about 1,500 calories. Not little, for most people, like a pretty good, very substantial diet. For me was just maintenance. So I went up to 2,000 calories, and I was doing 2,000 calories for a little while. But, I would listen to people, give me advice about it, because I was only a year and a half into lifting, and, I was looking for anybody with more experience than me that might be able to guide me. And I listened to my friends, what they had to say, and their advice might apply to other people, but for me, for somebody in a wheelchair, specifically for my situation, that didn't work for me. And, I see my friend, I tell him, hey, I'm bulking, I'm eating 2,000 calories a day. And he goes, no, that's not enough. Like, you need more. And, I think for him, he didn't realize that my metabolic rate was so low that, 1,500 calories was maintenance. He was probably thinking 2,000 calories for me is like a diet. So, how could it be surplus for him? So I was doing 23 for a while. That was really hard, even with a bunch of dirty food. With dirty food and appetite stimulus, it was so hard to get the food down. But I was forcing it down. I was doing it day in and day out because I wanted it that bad. I wanted to put size on. And then, after a few months, I saw my friend again. We're talking about it. He's like, 2,300? That's not enough. You need to go up 25. So I quickly go up to 25. And that's kind of my point, is for anybody who is going to go into bulk and you're somewhat of a beginner, or maybe it's your first few times, don't always hear advice and apply it to yourself, because it might work for them, but that doesn't mean that what they advise you online or your friends is going to apply and work for you.